I'm back with another reading for you guys. If no one told you guys today, I love you, and I know all your dreams and aspirations matter because they do. So let's tap into your energy and get you a quick message. Archangel Michael and the light bar, please protect me, protect my mind, my body, and my spirit. We're going to clear all my chakras, and we are going to tap in to only the very specific messages that you want them to know. All right. So you got insecurities, mistrust, and trust issues. All right. But then you got spring. All right. Spring is when everything blooms. All right. There's something major happening that's approaching in the months of April through May. All right. You know, May brings flowers. All right. May and April is when things bloom. All right. There is an energy around y'all that is insecure because they know that something is happening. All right. They are insecure right now because they know something is about to bloom. All right. Something is picking up. Something is growing. And that's what I see. Spirit, give me more on this energy. April, the month of April. Look, I told y'all, the Ace of Pentacles. All right, y'all are in y'all bag. And not only y'all bag, this could be anything. This could be a new job opportunity. This could be relocating. This could be a new house, a new car, a new relationship, a new baby, a new friends. But it's growing. The seed that you've been given is ready to plant. You know, when you get a seed, when you get an idea, when you get an opportunity, there's seasons where it's going to grow. There's seasons where you need to nurture it. All right. And there's seasons where it's ready to plant. Right now, the season has come. The right time, right? The right time for you to plant and work on this seed is between April and May. And somebody knows that's coming. Because you won't be brokenhearted. All right? You won't be insecure about knowing or about feeling that something is growing. There is somebody in your energy that is aware, that is feeling the energy of not only something changing, but you are planting the seed. Like when we get into the pinnacle, and this is the first card in the tarot, like the first card that I pulled from the tarot, a pinnacle, that means something is solid. That means that all the preparation, all the knowledge and wisdom, the research that was needed has been done for you to plant the seed. You know, when we get a new idea, right? Or even when we get into a new relationship, we got to learn that person. Before we actually make a commitment, the Ace of Pentacles is a commitment, all right? It's actually going to the job. All right, it's actually being hired. It's actually talking and discussing about things moving further in a partnership. That's when the pinnacles start to show. You bring that manifestation down to reality. So all of the work that was needed for you to progress and focus on this seed and plant it is now here. All right, it's now approaching. It's the season for it. I'm hearing a season to be jolly. Spirit, give me more on this Ace of Pentacles, please, and thank you. Oh my gosh, it's a celebration. All right, so y'all gonna be celebrating this chance to plant the seed. This is also being discussed. This is being announced. You are gonna share the good news. All right, the Three of Cups is like, yay. Yeah, and then whoever's in this insecure energy is blocked out from the celebration, is blocked out from the group, is blocked out from the invite. Because they're not happy. You having an opportunity to plant this seed and grow it in this season, all right, somebody not happy. And I see you guys not wanting no energy around y'all that is depressed, that is going to trauma bond or just bring problems to the party, to the celebration, to the accomplishment, to the achievement. So right now, y'all are being called to keep a defense up, to keep your boundaries up with somebody that is insecure. You don't want those people around you. Okay? Also protecting people, the Three of Cups. Spirit, give me more on this energy. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. I told you they gonna try to come in and attack. Hold on, let me let my dogs up. Somebody that's gonna bring problems. All right, y'all are being called this week. All right, to keep a boundary up. All right, to keep a defense up around this seed. Okay, because somebody is going to destroy it. They're going to say something, you know, you need to be working with this person or these groups right now to plant the seed. This seed that is being given to you is requiring a team or a tight relationship. You know what I'm saying? Trustworthy people. People that bring the best out of you. And right now, somebody knows that there are other people involved with this seed. All right? So the first thing that they're trying to do is create a blockage, all right, between you and those people, or you and that person that's celebrating this seed. All right, that's what they're going to try to do. So heads up. That's why you are being called to continue to block them out, continue to put up a defense and a boundary. Because the first chance they get, they are going to run to this person or this group and try to tarnish your name, try to bring forth everything on why you shouldn't plant this seed with them or they shouldn't plant this seed with you. So that's a heads up. All right? They are going to try to destroy it or come in between the people or the person you are supposed to be planting a seed with. So keep up your boundary. Spirit, give me more on this April and May, this springtime. Yeah, look, what I told you. Things are supposed to bloom. All right, this seed that you've been given, this Ace of Pentacles, is blooming. It's growing. But with this person insecure that they are not a part of the group, they are not the person you are planting the seed with, they're going to try to cause a Five of Wands, chaos, confusion, distractions, and competition. All right, yeah, to your new beginning. All right, these people or this person you are being chosen to invest into. Okay, this is your new start. This is your new reality. All right, and you are going to be required to take a risk take an opportunity that feels risky. Okay, this is a leap of faith. Spirit is letting you know to have faith in what's to come in a direction you are moving forward with, and don't allow fear to overtake you with this Five of Wands, Knight of Swords. They are trying to appear bigger than the program. So Spirit is saying, keep your faith. Take this leap of faith and don't worry about the Five of Wands. All right, Knight of Swords. They don't have enough power. They moving out of insecurities. All right, yeah. This plan is successful. You have created a successful plan. All right, or orchestrating. All right, a plan with a person or a group. Three of Cups is successful. The Two of Wands to the Three of Cups is a successful plan. That's emotion. All right, and a Tower. This is shocking. This is going to be shocking. All right, this investment, these people, this person that you've been planning with is coming out of, it's unexpected. All right, this is going to be a shock. All right, Spirit, give me more, the Death card, damn. All right, yeah, things are completely ending. Spirit, give me more on this Knight of Swords. Why are they moving like this? What's the deal with them? The Nine of Cups to the Death card. All right, so they know that their wish fulfillment and what they are desiring has came to an end. All right, they was desiring to put a wedge between you and the person or the people you're supposed to be working with. All right, they were satisfied with causing interruptions and your leaps of faith. Okay, and them winning or them feeling accomplished and doing that comes to an end. Them trying to end your satisfaction, all right, them trying to end your wish fulfillments has came to an end. All right, they don't have that power no more. All right, the high priestess to the lovers, damn to the magician. All right, well, they're about to see who has the power. And it's this high priestess. You know, less is more. All right, and sometimes you don't got to be loud to be powerful. All right, the high priestess to the lovers to the magician is saying, you see who got the power. Right? You see who got the power. It's just not loud. All right, the Knight of Swords to the Five of Wands, that's loud. That's trying to do too much. All right, that's being worn out. Utilizing too much of your energy. All right, but High Priestess to the Lovers card is saying, I know my person. They know me. Okay, I have a lot of power in submitting to my person than you think. The High Priestess is very submissive. Okay, she's very submissive. She don't like to be seen. She don't need to be seen. She only needs to be seen by her lover in this reading. All right, so you being submissive, right? You being nonchalant about a lot of things, knowing your place. All right, you trusting your intuition. You using discernment on how you react to certain things shows your real power. All right, so you being calm, all right, done ignited something, all right? You not being loud about your place and how much power you have in a relationship done got you where you at. Okay, so Spirit, what is the closing out messages? Because I think that this is pretty clear. All right, you about to like pop out. The High Priestess is more inside. It's more inward. It's more quiet. It's more still. It's more silent. It's more protected. It's more covered. It's more like secret. The Magician is saying, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here in a spotlight. I'm here. All right, so I'm seeing the role that you are being offered, the position that you are being offered, is bringing you to the forefront. All right, this role and this position requires you to be more in the forefront, Magician. It requires you to exude your power. It requires to show your magic. The Magician, you know, we make things appear that seem impossible. All right, we do things that seem impossible. We make things appear that was once not apparent. Okay, so this position requires you to exude your power. All right, to show your magic and doing the impossible. Somebody thought that this was impossible. The King of Wands to the Nine of Swords, to the Hierophant, to the Three of Pentacles, to the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody want to be single. All right, somebody don't want to be a part of another partnership. Spirit, give me more on this King of Wands. Somebody is acting on this Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Lovers, High Priestess. And they giving that pentacle to the Empress. All right, so this is a title. All right, this move from the Lovers card to the Empress. All right, and remember, the High Priestess is the Empress spirit guide. So you got a lot of protection with any type of manipulation. All right, you probably called in help from your ancestors or spirit guides. But right now, that Ace of Pentacles is being brought to you. All right, for you to nurture it. You know, you got to nurture the Ace of Pentacles. You got to grow it. You got to, it requires all of the elements to grow it. And right now, somebody sees you as the best fit. All right, they wanna nurture. They want the relationship to be nurtured. They want the relationship to grow. All right, the Page of Pentacles is starting out fresh on this type of love. All right, the Page of Pentacles, they don't really know, all right, about true love like this. That's why they in a page. All right, so this is somebody committing to a relationship where they might not know everything, okay, but they are choosing to learn about this love. They are choosing to go deeper. They are choosing to love on a higher frequency. And right now they feel like the best fit is the Empress High Priestess. That's who they are willing to grow with right now. Okay, yeah, the King of Swords. This is somebody that is headstrong about this decision. Okay, so there's no confusion here. This seed is being planted with an Empress and love. All right, they like are curious. The Hangman to the Two of Cups to the Five of Pentacles. Somebody watching this. Somebody is also stuck. All right. The Five of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles to the Two of Cups is saying this is broken. All right. Somebody chose another relationship. Somebody got sacrificed. It's like a sacrifice. Like, I'm sacrificing this partnership, this connection for a new one. Like, I want to nurture this pinnacle. I offered this pinnacle to a relationship before and they did nothing with it. They actually robbed me of the investment. They actually decreased my growth. Okay, so there was a relationship offered or there was a partnership offered, but y'all are revoking that opportunity because it put y'all in lack. I'm hearing it put y'all and it kept y'all in lack for too long. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. Y'all walking away. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. I love you and I hope that helps.